The Phillies clinch another series as they win game 2 of this 3-game series against the Chicago Cubs. Welcome to episode number 18 of the Phillies Fan Podcast here at Big Fan Sports. I'm your host, Jaden Harper. The Phillies do take tonight's game by a final score of 5-3. Matt Straw picking up the win for the Phillies. Jose Alvarado getting the save for the Phillies. But before we get into the recap of tonight's game, do remind you I'll be live on a Friday when the Phillies take on the Chicago Cubs at 7:20 p.m. So make sure to check that out again. Friday, 7:20 p.m. Phillies Braves should be a big game. But talking about tonight's game, it was a good win for the Phillies. They came back. They were down. Another coming from behind win this season. They have the most in Major League Baseball. They win another series this season. They have the most series wins in Major League Baseball. And big help of that tonight was Rafael Marchan. 2 extra base hits, a double and a home run. He also recorded an RBI and scored a run as well. He got to start today catching Zach Wheeler. He had a great game behind the plate as well. It shows that Marchan has played into a spot on this roster. It's going to be really hard when JT comes back in about 2-3 weeks. Who goes down to AAA? You look at Garrett Stubbs, he's had a really solid stretch when it comes at the plate. He's obviously been one of the better catchers in the Phillies organization. And you look at Marchan, when it comes to the bat, he's the better hitter in between him and Stubbs. But when it comes to catching the pitchers, it honestly might go to Garrett Stubbs. But Marchan has done an incredible job behind home plate this season for the Phillies in his limited action. So it's been huge that he's been able to step in for JT. And it feels like Phillies have even missed a beat with him now and over JT, with JT being injured. So Marchan, a big game tonight. Hopefully he can continue it. His next outing would most likely be either Friday or Saturday, either catching Nola or catching Ranger Suarez against Atlanta. Most likely Garrett Stubbs will catch Christopher Sanchez today, against the Cubs in Game 3 of the series. Another big bat today was Alec Bohm. He had a 2-hit ball game, including a 2-run home run, which gave the Phillies the lead at one point, made it 3-2. Phillies had to score 2 more runs after the Cubs tied it back up. But Bohm was elected to the All-Star game today, his first ever MLB All-Star game. He will be the starting third baseman in the National League going into the final phase of voting at the second most votes out of any player in the National League. First was Bryce Harper. So an incredible season for Bohm. His 11th home run on the season, 70 RBIs. He has been on an absolute tear recently. He's been an absolute machine at the plate. He's a big reason why the Phillies are in the position where they are. He's batting a .299 this season. You have a guy who's almost hitting 300 with 70 RBIs. That's your cleanup hitter. And when you look at this team on paper, he's realistically your fifth best hitter. It's really impressive what this team has been able to do with the depth. The depth has been huge for this team. So Bohm again comes up big for this team, and the Phillies were able to get a win tonight. Thanks to also their pitching and Zach Wheeler with another solid outing tonight. 6 innings, allowing 2 runs on 5 hits, 2 walks, and 7 strikeouts. Did get a no decision tonight, as it was a tie ball game when he departed the game. And for Zach, obviously, it's a good bounce back start after his last road start in Baltimore. Was not great at all. This one was a very solid start. Was it his best? No, but it's expected when you have long breaks off in between starts, especially for somebody like Zach. It's going to have a toll on your body, and it's going to mess up your routine a little bit. It's been really inconsistent. You go 8 days to 4 days to 5 days to 5 days. It's really tough trying to get your body ready and get your arm ready to get a pitching routine ready to go when it's like that. And for Wheeler, that's how it's been the last couple weeks. Hopefully he can have a great June and bounce back after tonight's game. His ERA goes up from a 2.73 to a 2.74 on the season. So again, a pretty solid outing for Wheeler, and it's good enough to get the Phillies the win in Game 2 of the series. Again, I'll be live on Friday for the Phillies and Braves at 7 20, the Phillies look to wrap up the series. Christopher Sanchez on the mound. I will be back here for pre-game coverage tomorrow. Make sure to check that out as well. Actually, today at this point, so make sure to check that out as well. Thank you for watching episode number 18 of the Phillies Fan Podcast. And I'll see you next time.